Beef.
Beef.
Is it Kendrick and Drake?
It's Kendrick and Drake.
Kendrick and Drake. If you're watching TV with your missus, if someone falls asleep, are you allowed to continue to watch this show?
This is a very good question.
During the fates, during the week, and
I'm not saying we're just saying. I'm not saying we're just saying. I'm not saying we're just saying. I'm not saying we're just.
Okay, I have a theme and I have some segments.
Yeah.
But I think based on what's going on in the world at the moment and news, you could guess what the theme is. Based on what's going on at the moment.
World news.
World news.
Or just what's going on.
What's going on in the world right now?
What's going on?
I don't know, war.
Loads
of war.
Too much.
Yeah,
Too
nothing but
much.
war. Like, I don't really know.
Is it the American
elections? No,
not the elections. The colleges.
No.
Protests?
The
No,
protests.
that's a good one though.
Global warming.
No.
Shit.
Think less.
Clarkson's farm.
Think
Fallout.
Think
Fallout.
No.
What a
Closer.
show.
It's more pop culture than
Lost me now. Like,
Star Wars.
no. You know it.
We know it.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
It's on your radar.
Well,
for sure.
yesterday, like
on
May
our
the
radar.
4th yesterday.
Pop culture.
Will I give you a
Is
hint?
Madonna playing Brazil to 1.6 million people?
It was 1.6 million.
Yeah, man.
Brazil?
Free gig.
What?
She did a free concert.
Holy shit.
1.6 million
Madonna,
people turned
though,
up.
like,
That was a
really.
G, mate. 1.6 million, mate. I don't know.
Free.
Yeah, but you know that's
We
what they
should
were like.
revise that,
Oh,
like,
all the Brazilians are like free. I haven't even gone to a free Madonna concert, mate. Fuck that.
Will I give you a hint?
If you're at the back of 1.6 million people, what are you even looking at?
Madonna on a tiny screen.
Yeah, you're better off at home. Yeah, I guess a hint.
Beef.
Beef. Like cow beef or like IHO beef?
Is it Kendrick and Drake?
It's Kendrick and Drake.
Kendrick and Drake, yeah.
Is that the theme?
that's-
Is it?
well,
The team is beef.
The
team is beef.
The team is
Le
rap,
Buff.
rap
LaBeouf.
roasts and disses and stuff like that.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's on my radar.
I
to be
wouldn't say
honest.
it's on my
I'm
radar.
aware of it, but it's not on
But
my
it's not
radar.
on my radar, yeah.
Okay, so what do you know about this so far? Is it just that extent?
Not
or-
much.
The only beef I know is Rapper with a Ghost Rider. What the fuck happened? Like,
Yeah,
that's all.
yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's
yeah,
years ago. Like,
Yeah. I know.
I
Kendrick put out a
literally-
couple of new songs, like 2 or 3 new songs. One Euphoria.
yeah, I haven't listened to them yet. Though.
I don't know what the other one.
Is there beef in the? Is there beef in the song?
Oh, in like all of them, right? I think he's like gone for the jugular.
Oh,
like
yeah.
he's fucking.
Just all
like,
that drink?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me give you some context.
All right.
So Kendrick and Drake were on first name basis. Kendrick.
Mr. Lamar.
So,
K-Dot.
K-Dot, yeah. So they were friends originally. Well, friends would be a loose term.
Originally.
Yeah. So Drake kind of popped off, if you will, in 2011, 2012, and he brought Kendrick Lamar on to open for him with A$AP Rocky back in the day.
Interesting.
Now,
Right. Well, this is when Drake was getting like.
this was Drake, I'll take care of you era, right? So we're like,
Oh, Drake bringing Kendrick up.
yeah,
Like,
Drake was
Kendrick
bringing.
didn't need to be bought nowhere. Like, Kendrick the best, mate. If Drake wasn't there, he would have done it anyway.
So Drake wasn't very humble about the idea that he had to go against his label and fought for Kendrick and A$AP to support him for his tour, which put Kendrick on the back foot because he was like, no one needs to bring me up anywhere.
Yeah.
Right?
Fair.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what
That's
you're
what I'm
saying.
saying.
So they did a couple of tunes and stuff back in the day, right? And J. Cole started getting involved.
Weren't they both on that A$AP song?
Oh,
I love bad bitches. That's my
the
fucking
fucking
problem.
problem.
Yeah.
What the fuck I got a fucking problem?
So the three of them after the tour did that song, right? And then Kendrick kind of dropped in some kind of shade, I suppose, for want of a better phrase.
Yeah, fair.
After that, in a song that he did with Metro Boom.
Right.
Metro
Right.
Boom and Future.
I know Future.
We know Future, yeah. Metro Boom don't know who you are, kid.
So basically that kind of started a Cold War between
A Cold War.
yeah, pretty much, right?
Akin to, yes.
Akin to a
I
Cold
feel like the
War.
Cold War was worse than that.
I don't know. So basically that's kind of what cracked off from that side. And then Drake invited Kendrick to do a song with him and Kendrick was like, no, I'm actually grand. And J. Cole stepped in instead. In the song, Drake kind of says that the top three, or the big three, are Aubrey being Drake. J. Cole was saying this, so he was like, it's me, Aubrey, and K-Dot are the big three.
Yeah.
Then Kendrick came back out, he was like, there's no big three, it's just
just
big
me.
me.
dead right. He's right.
Right?
100% Kendrick, man. You're the man. You're the king.
So then Drake kind of pushed back then.
And even if there was a top 3, by Drake is no top 3er, by. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know how Drake is making it into anybody's top 5. Like,
Nah,
I don't understand.
Drake just
the feed from Degrassi, like.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Nah, like.
So
he can't even write his own tune.
So this is then when it started coming out that.
Can I confirm or deny?
Yeah. But I believe it.
So this is when it started coming out then that Drake doesn't write his own tunes. He started kind of getting a bit of hit back then as a result of that.
But like, does anybody actually believe that he does though? Like, when you look at like a pop star, like Drake's not.
That's what I mean. He's like
hip hop art. Like he's a pop star.
No, that's what I mean. Like,
do you know what I mean?
It's like Drake, like Kendrick Lamar's getting his albums put into Harvard poetry, like, and Drake's just writing pop tunes.
He's
like,
got a Pulitzer Prize, right?
Those are two different people, like.
Yes. Yes.
So Kendrick also notes this, and he's just like, "You're kind of a bit of a pop sellout." And then Drake came back, and he was like, "Didn't you collab with Taylor Swift and Maroon 5?"
I know what he's saying, and you too as well. I mean, that's a small bit of shade, but that's grasping at straws, sort of a shade. You know?
I would say.
And regardless, like Kendrick's songs are just too good,
but just to have like, first of all, like the quality of content that Drake does in comparison, like there's no work of substance like to Drake at all. Like, do you know
regardless of features,
whereas Kendrick is like, I'll do this for the bag, but you know, there's like,
but I did the real stuff too, like, exactly. Yeah.
But you can't do like To Pimp a Butterfly and be like, oh no, Drake's better. Do you know what I mean? Like, fuck off. Like, or what was Mr. Morale by Jesus Christ?
Exactly.
Like that album like shattered my world. Like what? No.
What about it?
The album. I was just like,
it's just amazing, like
possibly the album that like spoke to me the most out of any album I've engaged with in terms of something that came to me at like the right point in my life. Like, you know what I mean? I feel that album came out and I was going through shit at the same time that it just like hit me at the right part of my life, if that makes sense. That it just.
And every time I listen to Father Time, I think of Jordan. It's a fact.
There would be time I listen to Modern Time and think of Jordan.
Every time, like, go on, Jordan, get.
Which what an album, man. But like, and to have consistent albums like that, you know what I mean, that are sonically very different and tell different stories, but are actually have a bit of message behind them.
Yeah,
like,
so I don't know what the question is here, Kate, but like,
fuck Drake.
Fuck Drake, man. Kendrick's the man. Number 1, no top 3. There's only a top 1.
Yeah, the big me, as he put it himself. So, Kendrick drops 616 in LA, brackets, Drake diss, end brackets, right? And he was just like, it's...
just straight in.
Drake
diss.
Yeah.
And the visual is a leather glove on a bed. So some people are saying, is it like an OJ reference? Like, I'm going to kill you and I'm going to get away with it?
Is it a Michael Jackson reference of Drake touch kids?
Is it, this is where I was going, is it a Michael Jackson reference? That Drake
touch kids?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, is the reference, the glove of Michael Jackson, to also hint at that fact that Drake touched kids.
I'm picking up what's being put down, but I'm like, Drake is touching kids?
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. So he came out with 616, which is 6 minutes long, and it's entirely an assault on Drake. Drake came back out with something. Kendrick responded within 6 hours on his Instagram.
With another song?
With another song that's just absolutely beating him up.
That is unbelievable.
Right?
How have I not heard these?
Yeah. So Kendrick then, in his second album, and we'll get back to the child allegations in a second, but speaking of children, as you may know, Drake has a child. Do you know this?
Abed.
No, his name is Adonis.
Adonis. Stop. You named this kid Adonis.
Maybe it's his second name or something. I don't know. Right. But his name is Adonis. He's a small little fiend. He has blonde curly hair. He's beautiful.
Yeah. No, I've seen the child. I thought that he was like a secret child for ages.
He was a secret child for ages.
That makes it more sketchy, right?
Secret child.
Yeah.
So Kendrick then, and I'll get the actual lyric for you in a second, but Kendrick comes out and he's just like, I'd hate to be your daughter that doesn't have her daddy around. Insinuating that there's
another secret child.
Oh my God, but it's all coming out. It's all coming out, man. Drake is fucked. He's fucked, bro. He picked a fight with the wrong dude, man. Picked a fight with the wrong dude.
So
The
Drake
second secret child.
Drake goes onto his Instagram story and
Second
he's just
secret
like,
child.
find me my daughter, don't have one, ha ha ha. But then people are coming out being like, yes, he does. And that's all unfolding as we speak right now.
Right.
He's also
As we speak.
right now. This is hot off the press. And
Search party out for the second dog.
as you said a while ago, Kendrick also makes like insinuations that Drake is like into pedophilic things.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Right?
Hanging out with P. Diddy and stuff.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a couple of years ago, Millie Bobby Brown of Stranger Things came out and was just like, Drake is so kind to me. Like, we meet up all the time. We're on
She
the
seems
phone.
like a melt anyway, though.
But at the time, though, she was like 13. And she was just like,
Fair
he
enough.
texted
I
me
remember
about
that.
my breakup.
Yeah, fair enough.
Da, 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 da.
I bet she was kind to her. Like,
So Drake came back to Kendrick and was just like, how about family matters? Don't you beat your wife and you're really neglecting of your family and all this sort of stuff. That's when Kendrick came back out straight off the jump and was just like, not like us. He was like, you're not like us. We're good people. We have old school hip hop principles and you're not like us. So then Kendrick came after Drake's biracial identity.
oh no, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
He said, how many more fairy tales about your life till we've had enough? How many more black features till you feel like you're black enough? I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough.
Yeah.
That's very true.
You ain't got to lie to kick it, you know what I
That
mean?
ain't good. Ain't got to kick
Kendrick's got a lyric for everyone.
But that encompasses the whole thing perfectly. You know what I mean? It's like, stick to your little pop stuff.
Yeah,
like, do you know what I
yeah,
mean? But
yeah.
don't be
Do what
trying
you're
to
doing.
fucking...
Don't be talking to me. Like, he's number one. Like,
So next we have an allegation about ghostwriting. So
was it on Drake?
this is on Drake, yeah. So Kendrick uses Drake's line, is this a 20v1 N-word? Lyric from Push Ups.
Was
What was it again?
Sorry,
Pull that up, Kate?
didn't quite get that one.
What's more for the people in the back?
So that's a lyric from Push Ups, which was reviving the ghostwriting allegations against Drake. And Kendrick said, ain't 20v1, it's 1v20. If I got to smack N-words, plural, that right with you. Basically insinuating that he doesn't have anyone that writes with him because he's AI generated and ghostwriting and stuff like that. Like, he doesn't write with anyone.
Right.
He followed up with, this is still Kendrick, I hate the way you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak dissing. If I fight, it's gonna be direct.
Nice. That was just straight up.
Just
hate the way you
fuck you.
walk. Hate the way you talk. That is,
What was that meme? It was like, his clothes, whack. His shoes, whack. His face, whack.
he's not wrong though.
It's unbelievable.
Next one,
But
Kendrick.
DMX said something very similar, actually. Wasn't it? DMX was like, I hate everything about Drake. His haircut, I hate it. I feel like
Yeah,
every...
This is about Drake having fake abs and no classic albums. Like, he doesn't have like a To Pimp a Butterfly
That's the
album.
machine thing. The fake abs. The machine thing.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah, it's a fake abs.
Yeah.
So Kendrick said, yeah, my first one, like my last one, it's a classic. You don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Didn't tell him where you got your abs from.
Oh, just laying it out.
Just laying it out.
He's right though. Like, Kendrick's just got nothing but classic albums, man.
I would agree.
And Drake, I couldn't even tell you a song.
I couldn't tell
man.
you one.
Yeah.
No, well, I could tell you a couple tunes, but I couldn't tell you a name of a Drake album. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? I know the photo of CN Tower, but that's just because I know CN Tower. But like outside of that, like, couldn't name one album.
So this is Drake's Family Matters, which is in response to both Euphoria and 616 in LA by Kendrick. He said, who's next on the list? Which one of my so-called N-words? Which one of my so-called N-words? Which one of my so-called N-words need a shell from the clip? Always knew. Sorry, I'm laughing at my like really white reading of this. Like,
I just want to
from
get
the
some clarification. What's an N-word? I need to...
Still don't know what that means.
Naggers.
Always knew I had to smoke y'all. Good kid, mad city van will pop the latch and let the door slide. Tears running down my cheek, laughing at you pussies dying. It's a war cry. Weekend music getting played at all the spots where boys get a little bit more pride. That's why your friends dip into Atlanta paying just to find a tour guide. Abel run your fucking bread. Need to buy some more chairs for the guys. Let me find another street blank I can take to a game courtside. In this, Drake is basically saying that he's like doing the most and bringing up people. And he's like, you need to remember where you come from, kind of a thing. Like, you're not the be all end all. You need to pay dividends in respecting me for helping you out.
Right.
Okay, yeah. But still, I get that, but also, like, Kendrick didn't need to be helped out. Like, he was always going to do it.
If anything, it would have been
Drake. It was probably a hindrance. It's probably a hindrance to him, to be honest. Like, yeah.
I'd say Drake knows.
I'd say people were like, this guy's going to be amazing. And he was hanging out with Drake, and everyone was like, oh, we might leave him off for a while. Probably delayed his career, I'd say.
So he said, Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now. Where's your uncle at? Because I want to talk to the man of a house. So this is in reference to Kendrick's track Anti-Diaries of Mr. Morale. In this song, Kendrick tells the story of how his aunt transitioned to becoming his uncle. Yeah. And Drake is mocking Kendrick, saying that his transgender uncle is more masculine than Kendrick.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Drake, that's dodgy.
I wonder how that's going down, boy. I wonder how that's going down, boy.
That is dodgy territory, bro. That's dodgy territory.
Rolling the dice on that one, boy.
The public won't be happy about that.
Just one more bit. This is in relation to Kendrick basically saying that Drake isn't black as he isn't as black as he seems.
Heard of before.
Yes. Good callback. Thank you very much. So he says, our son should go play in the park. 2 light skins. That shit would be cute unless you don't want to be seen with. Our son should go play in the park. 2 light-skinned kids, that shit would be cute. Unless you don't want to be seen with anyone that's blacker than you. We get it, we got it. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. We get that you like to put gin in your juice. We get that you put your bishop in juice. Why'd you put your hands on a girl? It's self-defense because she's bigger than you. Your back is up against the curb. You're digging for dirt. She'll be digging for proof. Basically insinuating that Kendrick hits women. And further down... He says, proposed in 2015, but don't want to make her your actual wife. I'm guessing this wedding ain't happening, right? Because we know the girls you actually like, your darkest secrets coming to light.
What do you do there?
I don't know.
What do you do there?
Well, apparently he just dropped 4 more tracks after this, Kendrick in response.
I know, but I feel like a lot of, after Mr. Morale, I've always had questions about, like, what do you do, Kendrick? Like, what do you actually be doing? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then also, Mr. Morale is kind of also asking the same question, right? Because he's like, what the fuck am I doing?
No, 100%. But I'm asking, like, is he making his wife, like, you know what I mean? That's fucking...
Who knows, but he could be.
His wife, like,
he could be.
That's
could
fucking Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, fucking...
He'd be fucking dead right Is that the end of the Kendrick Drake beef?
That's the end of the Kendrick. I think it went on a bit.
Now I will say from listening to all this, I will definitely listen to the diss tracks. But in my core, I really don't care. Like,
that's exactly where I'm at. Like, the thing is that
I'd be curious about the tracks more for the tracks, and obviously you want to hear a bit of dissing, but I also just don't care. Like,
I would say though, like between the
why should I care? I guess
the two of us though, like, would be adamant Kendrick fans, like, you know what I mean? I don't know if you're not getting that by now, but like, I go in for the albums, I go in and everything, but once it comes down to boys just fucking being like, fuck you, I'm like, fuck you, like, I just fucking have no interest. I have too much of the old shit to be doing, like, you know what I mean? To be fucking like, what did he say? Let me decipher what he said.
Can't be listening to that. Can't be listening to that.
Too much.
I got my own diss tracks to write.
My next question is: do you think they are the top 2 at the moment?
Kendrick's top 1.
Kendrick's number 1. Like number one. Like there's no one there that's gonna say that you could say is better than him. Like,
but in terms of who's,
are we talking all time here? Like,
no, like currently.
Oh, currently Drake, number 1. Or sorry, Jesus, Kendrick, number 1.
I was like, what? That was
yeah,
some
no, I
turnaround.
was
That
like,
was some flip.
whoa, that was fast. Like, that was fast. Like,
I'm going to
no.
edit that out of context.
I forgot to mention to you, but J. Cole publicly apologises to Kendrick for dissing him and bows out of the beef at the start of it.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. That was a big thing where he put up one song.
Good move, Jake.
He put up one song and then took it out, and he's like, no.
Yeah. You were fighting the wrong game, bro.
But they've been friends for years, right? I think the two boys actually have been friends for years, but Kendrick and J. Cole. But J. Cole was like, nah, I'm sorry.
Better off. Man. Why bother, like?
Yeah, when Kendrick came out with that song years ago where he was just like, fuck everyone, I'm the greatest kind of a thing. He was like, I'm coming for all of you because I want to be the greatest.
Yeah.
J. Cole kind of was just like, cool. Do you know, fair play, like he's doing his thing, whereas other people were kind of getting up in arms, and J. Cole kind of saw it more in that way.
No, I think you have to.
Yeah, everyone should believe they're the greatest, right?
Do you know what I mean? Like fucking Logic does the same thing. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm the greatest alive. Like, and I think having that ego in rap is very exciting. You know what I mean? But like, Kendrick actually is the greatest. So like, do you know what I mean? You can't argue that. Like, you know, unless we're going like back and you're like, oh, maybe Jay-Z, and like even that, like fuck Jay-Z. Rakim was unbelievable too in terms of like his lyricism and saying everything so clearly in such a straight manner, like, you know what I mean? Simple manner. But Kendrick just takes everything to another level, like just fucking his wordplay, his depth of reference within his verses as well is just, and the message that I think he puts across as well is very interesting.
People are calling this the Tupac and Biggie of...
come on, boys. Tupac and Biggie.
It's not. Like, it's
That's
not.
way
like,
different. Because
now, if it was J. Cole Kendrick, you might be like, oh yeah, fair enough. But it's the fact that it's Drake. Like, you know what I mean?
That's Tupac and Biggie small.
He's not that
like,
much of a
Drake
heavy
doesn't even
hitter.
deserve to be in there. Like,
I wouldn't even put him in the same breath.
Hey, I fucked your big thing.
Obviously, number 1 buzz of the week was fucking Star Wars there yesterday.
Buzz of the week, Star Wars, Phantom Menace, unbelievable.
25 years, man.
Yeah, but still, what a day since film by it. That is seen on the big screen too, man. I was like, yeah.
But it was like it was
too long though. Yeah.
I always find it interesting rewatching Star Wars or rewatching stuff that we grew up watching, but having Alex there. So I have a younger brother who is turning 13. It's interesting watching stuff like through his lens, like when we're there. You know what I mean? Because like I can tell
to him, but
yeah. So it's first of all, extremely old. Second of all, you're sitting there and it's like, man, even I was like, there's a lot of politics to get through here. Like there is so much politics to get through here. Like, and I'm like, I can see him kind of. I'm like, is he gonna go pee? Like, is he fucking like? And then he just sat there for the whole thing while he was in. Like, and enjoyed it. Like, and it's like you sit there and the first thing that you're getting up for or getting ready for is pod racing, which was to see that.
It actually came in faster than I thought it would, man.
Well, that's because we were slightly late as well, though. Like,
no, I don't mean fast. It's just like once they got to that planet, I was like, I thought in my head it was a longer lead up, but it was just it almost happened.
It just came in But that's it. You're getting through. Fuck it. What's the underwater city? So like, what you getting in, and it's like into Tatooine, and then you're spending most of your time on Tatooine for.
What I did find weird is like, do you know when they're leaving? You know, when he saves Anakin from the. You know, he frees him from being a slave or whatever. Yeah. And then they're like, well, we go back to the ship. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, they're running and then Darth Maul. I'm like, what got cut out here?
What happened here?
There's a segment here that we're missing.
I thought exactly the same thing. And Darth Maul obviously sent out like the Seekers, you know what I mean, to Tatooine to see what the crack was. And it came back. And Darth Maul hops on his like speeder and just whips off. And then you cut to the lads. And Qui-Gon's like, duck Anakin! It's like into that scene straight away.
It cuts into them running, you know? It's just a weird
it was like one of those Star Wars like wipes, you know what I mean, that comes on and then you're seeing Darth Maul come around the corner and it's like,
it's very straight.
And then fucking Liam Neeson.
Slow down, Qui-Gon!
Liam Neeson's with the jump up onto the ship. Then, like. Man,
they really overdo the Force jump in Phantom Menace. They really go for Force jump.
They really do, yeah.
They really play with the Force like a lot more, I feel like. It's less.
Although, like,
a lot of Force going on.
I would say once we got to episode 7, though, we started seeing, and maybe it was because, like, they added more like sound, like depth of sound to when fucking.
No, I know
Kylo
there was a bit more of that, but I mean,
the
yeah,
Force and
just
stuff, but
compared to the older ones, it's just like
there
seems
was
like
a lot
Phantom
more.
Menace,
Yeah,
a lot more force going on.
I was
Like.
thinking they could just do a lot more as
Yeah,
well. Like, do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
Phantom
Fucking
Menace,
a lot more,
it's easier
lot
to
more
do,
money
yeah.
and fiends on wires. Like, but man, the excitement of seeing fucking Darth Maul just step up on screen while you just fucking,
Yeah,
and you're
boys,
just
bring
like,
back Darth Maul, boys. Give
like
me a
the
Darth Maul
best,
miniseries.
the best, man.
I
know they continued him in Clone Wars. I haven't.
I heard-
haven't
I know
watched
that.
it,
I
like,
haven't
you know
really
what
watched that
I mean?
either, to be
I know
fair.
the buzz
But
with
yeah,
it. And I'm
yeah.
like,
When that
just
second
fucking, I
lightsaber
want
comes out,
more,
oh.
it's just fucking.
Ah, the sound,
On Naboo, why just was it Jewel of the Fates by fucking
that
so
scene
good.
is
Like,
so
John
good.
Williams with the fucking epic scores as always. Kylo Ren was like the first sort of Sith that I got like another bit of excitement for once I saw him on
Kylo
screen.
Ren was cool,
like,
and then he took off the
and he
mask.
took off the mask, like, and I'm just like, what's going on here? Like,
He
what
was
the
so
fuck?
cool up to that point, man. He's so cool. And you're like, oh, it's just Adam Driver.
But nah, man, fucking Phantom Menace was just so good, and I think it possibly was the first film that I saw in the cinema. Very possibly.
I definitely saw it very young, yeah.
Yeah. It was like, was it 2000? I think. Pull that up there, Kate. Was it 2000? I think that it came out. But I would have been 5.
1999, maybe. Is it?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 5.
So,
yeah.
and I remember it was Jason Jong who I went to. His mom was like, "Do you want to come cinema?" I was like,
Yeah, I
okay.
just said to you the other day when I went to see Star Wars for the first time, my brother Mark brought me, so we went as well. He went as well.
Oh yeah, he was there
And
with us
at the end of the
this
movie, where Obi-Wan slices Darth Maul in half. When I was 5, I remember coming out of the cinema and going to my brother, "Isn't it funny how Darth Maul's pants fell off at the end?" And he was just like, "No, he got cut in half."
So sweet.
And then I also remember getting it on video at home and watching it at home for the first time on video and started bawling, crying when Qui-Gon Jinn died. And my mom was like, "Maybe you shouldn't watch this movie."
maybe I should have.
You didn't cry in the movie, man. I was by myself watching it, and I was like,
Oh my god.
Qui-Gon.
It came out in 1999.
Shit, man, 4 years old, like,
I was 5.
and like still remember like seeing it on screen, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Obviously not in its entirety, but like I remember sitting there watching it.
I tell myself I remember anyway.
This is true.
There's some memory formed.
After all the screenings throughout
Yeah.
the years, it's like, do I remember watching this?
People don't give the Phantom Menace enough credit, man. It's like
Yeah.
the world created is decent, like set design
Yeah.
and costumes and everything, man, are
Yeah.
decent. It's
But,
so
like,
good, like.
I think like the only problem that I have with it is that it's so long and it feels so long because the movie has to do so much.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it has to establish, do you know what I mean? And it has to establish everything. So it's like you're watching a pilot episode, like, you know what I mean? It's just getting
it's
it
trying to
started.
race through that
And it's like,
content,
here's
like,
all this information after starting with like text on screen, you know what I mean? You're like, here's more information. But
It is a lot, to be fair.
that's the only thing, but I still think it does a good enough job to make you remember it. You know what I mean? Like, after all these years, after watching it, like, you're still like, oh, fucking pod racing, oh, fucking Jewel of the Fates, you know what I mean? And
Definitely there's a lot of cool ideas in it. There's a lot of cool ideas in it. Like, those are all fresh ideas, man, you know?
And like,
That's a decent lightsaber battle.
I would say the one I probably frequent most would be like Return of the Sith in
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. Sorry, episode 3. I know Return of the Sith. Episode 3 out of the prequels. You know,
Yeah, that's an easy watch though. That's
you know,
fucking.
you're just
That's just
fucking
like,
do you know what I mean?
You are the
Like,
dogs.
start to finish, you're just like, let's fucking go. Like,
That's decent.
that was enough fucking coming home locked by your just like last hour of fucking Phantom Menace, but you're whatever. You're just like, fucking,
I love
it's
that you
so
do that, man. Just throw on the last.
It's
That's
so
genius,
good,
man.
Like,
Skip all the sides.
exactly, like, just fucking let me just see the fucking scraps here. Like,
Is it funny? Isn't I always found it funny, even when I was a kid. I remember, do you know when they're duel of the Fates, like, and Darth Maul does that little force push on Obi-Wan.
yeah.
So, and it's just like, and but there's no
knocks
push.
him down the thing.
No. It's like Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan are like fighting him, and then all he sees is Obi-Wan go, "Ugh."
Okay, right. Yeah,
And it's like, but Darth Maul doesn't do any hand movement.
Yeah.
He just goes, Obi-Wan just goes, "Ugh," and just makes it, but because there's nothing to like show
Set it up. Yeah,
that
yeah.
Darth Maul's
Like,
doing
what
that
the
to him. It's just like, Obi-Wan just like, "Ugh."
I
You're like, what the hell?
No, I remember sitting watching it at the time, and there's like an interaction between the three of them, and Obi-Wan just going, "Ugh."
Yeah.
I don't
You
recall
see him-
what happened
no, you
with the
see him
noise.
just
I was like,
you see him get stopped, like, it's just like, "Ugh." And you're like, Nothing there. Like.
I think one of the most memorable behind the scenes things that always sticks in my head is the Ewan McGregor thing when he gets like fucking knocked off, one of the fucking walkways and Naboo and like hits a crash pad or whatever, and he turns to one of the guys and is like, "Want to do Star Wars?" They said, "Is that too fucking right?" I was like, unbelievable. Imagine being fucking Obi-Wan, Kenobi, like, do you know what I mean? Imagine being like, "Oh, do you want to pick
all
your
I ever
hint?"
wanted to be when I was a kid was Obi-Wan Kenobi, man.
Stop.
All I ever wanted to be. Yeah, I remember me and Sean Lovett for Christmas when we were kids. I got Obi-Wan costume with a lightsaber, and he got Darth Maul costume with a lightsaber, and it was epic.
Unbelievable. Fucking
what a time! But then I did upgrade my lightsaber. I got a better one, like, do you know what I mean? And then I broke his lightsaber, but it was just fighting, like, do you know what I mean?
I know, yeah, it happens. It happens.
As it did in the movie, like half the exactly. Yeah, that was decent.
Sean's mom just like, who the fuck?
Yeah. And I also remember, I remember when I was a kid as well, getting a little Obi-Wan figurine from Phantom Menace, and I got the spaceship too, the yellow one.
Oh, nice!
Yeah,
Lego, like, or just the actual?
No, just actual toys. Like, and I remember, oh man, so sad. I got the Obi-Wan one, and I took him out of the packet, and I like left the lightsaber in the packet, and then like later on, I went to find the lightsaber, and my mom had thrown it out, and I was just like. Just never got the lightsaber, man. I just had Obi-Wan without a lightsaber. I was just like,
use the
touch my things.
Use the I mean,
yeah, I've never played Fallout, but I would want to play Fallout.
Oh man, like
because the TV show is absolutely outstanding.
TV show is stellar, mate. It's stellar, and it does
spicy meatball.
It does it so well, man. It just gets it down to a fucking T, like, you know what I mean.
Everything about it is unbelievable.
Shout out Jonathan Nolan, like, do you know what I mean? But
the better Nolan.
The better Nolan. Although, like. What I did here,
I'm joking, Chris.
Relax, boy. They write together, obviously.
Yeah.
Chris does all the directing, but like Jonathan would like write the scripts, and then Christopher would take the script and do like his last draft before directing it or whatever. Yeah. But obviously did Westworld as well. I haven't seen.
Yeah, Westworld's decent.
JJ did that as well, right?
Yeah. But I only liked the first season of that. The rest I'm not into that really.
Yeah, I just haven't gotten into it. I think I like watched, started into episode 1 fucking years ago with your man, was it Esposito, the fiend from Breaking Bad, right? He's in it. Gus. Is it Carlos Esposito or something is his name?
Is he in it, is he?
But he is, yeah. I think he is, yeah, in season 1. I remember that, and then never went back to it, but fucking the job that they've done on Fallout, man, like, is just
it's epic.
incredible.
It's epic.
Giancarlo Esposito, yeah. And after that, I was like, I just have to. So I pretty much downloaded. I was like, I got Fallout 3, I got New Vegas, I reinstalled Fallout 4. I got it all loaded up, man. I started into Fallout 3. I was like, Fallout 101.
I love you just have to load up everything.
Every single one, man.
It's pure you, like. I'd load them all up and play one of them for 20 minutes and
fucking dive straight in. But no, that was it. I went back into Fallout 3. And then
Fallout 3 is a bit old, I'd say, is it?
That was it. After I installed Fallout 4 and jumped onto that, I was like, oh, this is a bit of crack, actually, because it looks much better. But 76 being the newest one, I haven't gone anywhere
I think
near,
that's what I do,
even when that came out. Like, just jump in on that one. Like, yeah.
Just go for the newest one. 'Cause I haven't played anything.
It's not supposed to be the best one. I haven't played that one, so I can't.
I've heard that, but I'd still give it a go.
How good it is,
so
yeah.
Go for it, like, fuck it.
But I'm very much enjoying Fallout 4 again, man. Just fucking roaming around, listening to a fucking few tunes on your Pip-Boy, like, and fucking looting shit.
It's
like, you know what I mean?
I guess. It's like that sort of, just do what you want.
Or like Oblivion, Elder Scrolls, you know what I mean? Just that slow fucking take your time and just lose your life to the game, like, you know what I mean? But after watching the show, I was just like, I want to spend more time in the world, you know? And I was like, I just fucking
I just want the content, bro. Exactly, that's the worst thing. I'm like that too, though, because like the show's over and then you're just like, I gotta wait another year for this. And it's just like, I need content, bro. Do you know what I mean? I need to see some more vaults or something.
Did you finish the last 2 episodes?
No, I still haven't watched them.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm just waiting for you to see that last shot and then be like,
Yeah. I'm watching with Elizabeth, you see, so I can't watch it.
I know the one.
The worst. I've considered it, but I haven't. But I've considered it.
I actually get to the point though where like I feel like I want to watch something, but I'm like, no, I'll actually wait. Like, you know what I mean? To watch, you know what I mean? Where it's like, I want to watch this, but no, I'll wait to watch it with Kate. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but sometimes you got to start a TV show on the sly, like.
Just a little something for yourself. Like, you can take it over. Like,
you start showing, because you want to watch. Sometimes you just want to watch a good TV show without having to wait. You know, it's like. But if you bring a good TV show to the room, then you're stuck by it. It's like, you gotta fucking wait. Like, you know what I mean? So you can just do it on the sly, and then they're like, we watched it. Oh, I actually saw it already. So
that's the one way. You burn through and you go back and you're like, oh no, what? What happened there? What? Did you see that?
No way.
Did you see that?
Here's a question. I have a question.
Yeah.
If you're watching TV together, right? If you're watching TV with your missus, and say you're watching a TV show, if someone falls asleep, right? Are you allowed to continue to watch this show?
This is a very good question.
Or do you have to pause it because they've fallen asleep?
A very good question.
Yeah. What do we think?
I definitely finished the episode anyway. Like
100% finished the episode, and then it's like you fell asleep, like. Yeah. I don't think it's bad, man. Like,
might get another episode in too. Like, do you know what I mean?
100%.
You fell asleep, like. What you want me to do, like so?
Yeah.
That's literally what happened with Fallout, man. We started into it.
Really?
I spent so long waiting to watch that show, and I started spacing it out. Like I'm enjoying like not fucking ramming through all the episodes in one go. Like, you know what I mean? And then she fell asleep. Like, so I just fucking watched all the episodes. Like, it went back. Like, do you know what I mean?
Like in my defense, I really don't mind if you watch it. I just want to watch it from where I fell asleep. I don't care.
That's totally fine. But yeah, that works. It does work out very well. She doesn't care.
Oh, that's fair enough. You have to go back when they wake up. Like,
But where they wake up. But like, I think we're in a unique situation in the sense that I haven't seen anything. Yes. So the majority of what
anything.
No, not really. Like
hasn't seen
the majority
on
of
TV at all,
like,
or movies. Like
so, the majority of what we watch, Jordan has seen already.
Yeah.
But I enjoy that though.
But
like,
the difference,
I enjoy that too.
I love rewatching things.
Like, no, because if there's a show you love too, you're like, I want you to watch. You want someone to watch it, like,
and share in it. Like, you know what I mean.
But
I just feel like I can rewatch things over and over. Like, you know what I mean, and I do. Like, you know what I mean. So
the only difference is when we watch something new, I can't talk at all. Jordan gets really stressed because I'm a talker. Like,
this is not true. It's more.
Oh, you're a talker. Yeah.
It's not
the talking sucks. Do you know what bothers me now? I think we're going to say the same thing.
You know what? We were looking for this. You know what grinds my gears?
No, see, my problem is, and this is what Elizabeth does, and I'd say you do this too. I would say you do this too. Is when you're watching a TV show or a movie, and then she'd be like, "Who's that guy?" And I'm like, "I don't know." Like. If you don't know, I probably don't know. And that information is yet to come. So wait for the information. Okay? It's like, I don't just know everything straight off the bat. Like,
I'm sure we'll find out there. You know what I mean? Just fucking like, I know as much as you know right now. Like,
you haven't missed it. It's just that we just haven't been given the information. Just trust that. Like, so.
But it's like, I just get to the point where I just don't answer. I just don't say anything.
That's a good one.
The questions just come
that
out.
Can be a bit troubling too, though. That can be a bit troubling too.
Just let it sit there, like, you know what I mean?
Wait till the information comes and then be like. But then you were talking about the show, or you were talking just talking?
No, the show.
Okay.
No, about the show.
And I'm like,
what? Like, what are you saying? Like?
I'm like, oh, I bet this is gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do that an awful lot. In all fairness,
I do enjoy when we're watching something that I have seen.
And then she says it.
And she's trying to guess what happens, and then I definitely say nothing in those instances, but I'm like, oh shit, like she got it like at this point, like, you know what I mean? That's interesting.
Yeah,
but when it's something
that is
new.
Interesting, but then it also bothers you because you're like, shut up, like, because it's like, what do I say? You know what I mean?
Just watch
I bet you. No, it's like, I bet you this is gonna happen. You're like, it might or it might not. You know, it's like, how do you not give it away sometimes? You know what I mean? I just feel like I'm gonna give it away. Yeah. Elizabeth loves a pause. That's. You know,
to like do something.
If you're talking, if you start talking, she pauses. But then she'd like, so we could be watching something, she'd be like, so like, what's going on here? And I'd be like, no pause.
No.
What do you do when you watch something together?
When we watch something together,
just sit in silence until the end.
Watch it. Yeah, we're just like. That's literally it. Just
every time.
No wonder you love each other so
it's great. It's great.
That's how you should watch things.
Do you remember that time we watched?
It's like, you know, Elizabeth's brother or Elizabeth's sister and her brother-in-law, Kathy and Dave. Shout out to the Cinema podcast. They sometimes go to the cinema and sit separately, and I'm like, that's a move, bro. No, that's a move. Because they're like, we want to go watch the movie and talk about it afterwards, but like, we could just sit separately and, do you know what I mean? It's just like, you're in your own space.
Oh, and just take like your own area.
Yeah, like, just like, you're over there, you're watching it by yourself, I'm over here watching it by myself. There's no interaction, and then we come out afterwards and we talk about the movie. I was like, interesting. I like it. It's a baller move.
Man.
It's a good move. It's a good
I've
move.
never tried that game. Like, no.
Yeah.
Do you want to do an outro? Do you want to do Tune of the Week?
Tune
of the week.
Samantha Mumble.
June of Fates is June of the week, and
What?
June of Fates.
Fucking so good, man.
Go on to see that live. I would love that, man. A fucking live action lightsaber battle where they're doing fucking. That'd be
I go to a festival.
No, but I go on stage.
That's your only
live
act.
action. Is
Okay, good money.
I would watch that so
money,
hard, man. We need to get on something with that, man. Someone make that happen.
Like a Cirque du Soleil fucking Star Wars crossover. Sit in that chair. So that's the show for this week.
Check out Star Wars Phantom Menace if you haven't.
Fucking do it right now. Why aren't you doing it now? Like, you know what I mean?
Watch Fallout.
Watch Fallout. Play Fallout, man. Fucking. If
Play Fallout.
I want to know what
I'll start playing Fallout and we can come back to the
If you
bit of
start
Fallout.
playing Fallout, he'll start playing Fallout. No, I want to know. No, I was looking to the camera.
Oh, you guys over there.
He'll start playing Fallout. No, I want to know what you think of 76 because I haven't gone near that. So
yeah, I'll give that a spin. And then I'll be playing it sort of from
Are you on PS5?
PS5.
I'm still on PS4, mate. Still
Loser.
on the PS4, mate.
Keep watching when your other half falls asleep. That's what we've.
Yeah, stay watching. Man.
Stay watching. It's grand.
Keep that conscience clear.
Yeah. Don't you be worried. About nothing.
So we got Kate over there.
Kate on the ones and
Pull it
twos.
up.
On the one.
Pulling it up, Jamie.
Yeah.
And then I'm Jordan, and this is
I'm
Duggan.
Owen, but also Duggan.
And that's it.
Is
Tune
that
in next
order?
time.
Yeah, Owen Duggan, but call me Duggan. The name's Duggan.
Name's Duggan.
Owen Duggan. Duggan.
License to pod.